Good morning, children. Welcome to Mahila Samaja online digital classes. Myself, Deepa, your social science facilitator. How are you all, children? Hope all are safe at home. Today, I am here with a new topic Nayakas, Palegaras, and Nada Prabhu. So, after the fall of Vijayanagara Empire, Karnataka came under three administrative rulings. So, they were Vijaypura, Keladi, and Mysore. So, after the decline of Vijaypur, Mughals and Marathas ruled many regions of Karnataka. Even with presence of these rulers, Keladi and Mysore states protected themselves well from them and continued the tradition and practices of Vijayanagara Empire. So, with these Palepattus, grieve in Chitradurga, Surapura, and Yelahanka regionally. So, children, in this lesson, we will learn about Nayakas of Keladi, Chitradurga, Surapura, and Nada Prabhu of Yelahanka and their achievements. Nayakas of Keladi. Under the control of Vijayanagara Empire, there were many small kings. They are called Nayakas or chieftains or Palegars. The places which were ruled by these chiefs are called Palepattus. Among these chiefs, Nayakas of Keladi and Nayakas of Chitradurga are famous. So, Keladi was founded in 1499 CE during the Vijayanagara period and later it became independent. So, the leaders of Keladi were ruling the coastal and Malenadu regions of Karnataka. Keladi province was large and prosperous. Keladi consisted of Shivamogga, Dakshina Kannada, Udupi, Kasaragodu, Kodagu, Hassan, Tumkur, Chitradurga, Dharwad and Uttara Kannada areas. So, these were the provinces under the Keladi. Hiriya Venkatappa Nayaka. So, he ruled from 1582 to 1629. Venkatappa Nayaka is popular among the kings of Keladi. So, in his period, the Keladi kingdom attained complete freedom. So, he took out military expedition till river Chandragiri in the coastal region. So, with the help of Queen Abbaka Devi, he defeated the Portuguese in Mangaluru. He defeated Adil Shahi forces of Vijaypura and established the victory pillar in Hanagal. So, he encouraged all religions. So, Hiriya Venkatappa Nayaka was one of the popular ruler of Keladi. So, during his time, he gave a complete freedom and also his military expedition was expanded till the river Chandragiri coast region and he defeated the Portuguese with the help of Rani Abbaka Devi. So, he defeated Adil Shah of Vijaypura and he established a victory pillar in Hanagal and also he encouraged all the religions. So, after Hiriya Venkatappa Nayaka, Shivappa Nayaka. He ruled from 1645 to 1660 CE. So, he is one of the famous Keladi king. So, he occupied the coastal forts of the Portuguese and he got the title Padukadalodaya. He built strong ports in Mangalore, Chandragiri for the security of his kingdom. So, he was a pious man So he encouraged the traders of Goa to settle in his state for the development of trade. So the Christians of Goa were experts in agriculture and he encouraged them to migrate to his state, and also he provided the land and other contributions. He made a strict rule that the Christian priest should be a local person. So one of the great thing when we hear the name of Shivappa Nayaka is the Shistu of Shivappa Nayaka. So what is this Shistu? Now let us see. The revenue system started by Shivappa Nayaka was called as Shistu. So as per this, the fixation of land revenue was based on the fertility of the land. That is, about 1/3 of the production was collected as land revenue. This systematic revenue system was called Shistu of Shivappa Nayaka. The Shistu system led to the development of Malenadu. So this is about the Shistu of Shivappa Nayaka. So Shistu is nothing but the revenue system started by Shivappa Nayaka. So he made that the land revenue was fixed on the base of the fertility of the land. So the 1/3 of the production was collected as a land revenue. So now Queen Channammaji. So Queen Channammaji, she was the daughter-in-law of Shivappa Nayaka and she took over the power after him. She repelled the Mughal army and gave protection to Chhatrapati Rajaram, the son of Shivaji. Channamma, the symbol of valor and sacrifice of Karnataka, fought war even with the Mysore army. The Keladi kings built temples, agraharas and Veerashaiva mutts. The Aghoreshwara temple in Ikkeri is famous for sculpture. The mutts were the centers of boarding, that is food providing facilities and education. So they also contributed generously to all the religions. Channammaji gifted land for a Christian church in Mangaluru. On account of continuous wars with Mysuru and internal wars, the Keladi kingdom became weak. Later, Hyder Ali occupied the Keladi kingdom. So, Channamma, she was a daughter-in-law of Shivappa Nayaka. So, she took over the power after him. So, she repelled the Mughal army and she gave support, that is, she gave protection to the Chhatrapati Rajaram. He was a son of Shivaji. So apart from this, the Keladi kings built many temples, agraharas and Veerashaiva mutts. So children, this is about the Keladi rulers, that is the Nayakas of Keladi. Now, let us look into the Nayakas of Chitradurga. Coming to Nayakas of Chitradurga, the Nayaka of Chitradurga have prominent place in the Karnataka history. So they ruled as chieftains from 16th to 18th centuries. 13 chieftains ruled these provinces for about 211 years. That is, here are some of the names, that is, they are Matti Timmanna Nayaka, who ruled from 1568 to 1589 CE. He was the first king of this Palepattu. Kasturi Rangappa Nayaka first, who ruled from 1603 to 1652 CE. Kasturi Chikkanna Nayaka, who ruled from 1675 to 1686 CE. Vichugatti Baramanna Nayaka, who ruled from 1681 to 1721. Hiri Madakari Nayaka, who ruled from 1721 and 1749, are the famous kings. So now let us study about Raja Veera Madakari Nayaka. So who ruled from 1754 to 1779 CE. So Raja Veera Madakari Nayaka, he was the most powerful and popular among the Nayakas of Chitradurga. So he ascended the throne at the age of 12 years. So at very early age, that is at the age of 12 years, he ascended the throne. So he helped Hyder Ali several times during wars. But Hyder Ali became jealous of the valor of Madakari Nayaka. So in order to suppress him, Hyder Ali besieged the 7-ringed fort of Chitradurga, but it was an impossible task to occupy such an invincible fort. The soldiers of Hyder Ali tried to enter the fort after knowing the secret entrance in the absence of the watchman. So at that time, Obawa, the wife of a watchman, killed the enemies with her wooden pistol. That secret passage is present in the fort of Chitradurga and called Obavana Kindi. So children, you all may be knowing the story of ಒನಕೆ ಓಬವ್ವ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಒನಕೆ ಓಬವ್ವಳ ಕತೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ರಾಜವೀರ ಮದಕರಿ ನಾಯಕ was one of the powerful and popular among the Nayakas of Chitradurga. ಸೊ ಅವರು ರಾಜ ಆದಂಥ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಏಜ್ ಬಂದು ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ 12 years. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಡ್ Hyder Ali several times during the wars. So he helped a lot Hyder Ali during the times of wars. But Hyder Ali became jealous of the valor of Madakari Nayaka. So ಮದಕರಿ ನಾಯಕನ ಹೇಗಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಸದೆ ಬಡಿಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗ ಕೋಟೆನ ಮುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. 7 ಸುತ್ತಿನ ಕೋಟೆ ಅದು. ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ನುಗ್ಗಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಎನಿಮೀಸ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸಮ್ಹೌ ದೇ ನೋ ದ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೋ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಇದ್ರ ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗ ಕೋಟೆ ಒಳಗೆ ನುಗ್ಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿನ ಕಾವಲುಗಾರ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೈನಿಕರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರಾಗಿ ಕೋಟೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಒನಕೆ ಓಬವ್ವ ವಾಚ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಇರ್ತಾನಲ್ವ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾವಲುಗಾರ ಇರ್ತಾನಲ್ವ, ಕಾವಲುಗಾರನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ. ಸೊ ಆಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಸೈನಿಕರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೋಟೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೋದನ್ನ ಕಂಡು ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಏನು ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ, ಒನಕೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಒನಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರೇ ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒನಕೆ ಓಬವ್ವನ ಕತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಓಬವ್ವನ ಕಿಂಡಿ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೆಸರು ಇದೆ. ಈವನ್ ಟುಡೇ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಓಬವ್ವನ ಕಿಂಡಿ. ಸೊ Hyder Ali, who was not prepared to accept the defeat, besieged the fort once again. So, Madakari Nayaka was defeated in the first war. The dynastic rule of chieftains of Chitradurga province ended with the rule of Madakari Nayaka. So, Chitradurga is an attractive hill fort consisting of 7 encircled forts. There are several temples and tanks inside it. The Nayakas of Chitradurga built several temples the Brahmasagara and Bhima Samudra tanks are their contributions. The Nayakas of Chitradurga are known for their bravery and valor. ಸೊ ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಪುನಃ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ದ, ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಮದಕರಿ ನಾಯಕ ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಫೀಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ Chitradurga, which is an attractive hill fort. So the Nayakas, they contributed a lot for the temples, and the Brahmasagara and Bhima Samudra tanks are their important contributions. So this is about the Nayakas of Chitradurga. Coming to Nayakas of Surapura. Surapura in Yadagiri district is situated in between the river Krishna and Bhima. From 1637 to 1858 CE, 12 Nayakas ruled it. Gaddipitta Nayaka was the founder of this dynasty. His ancestors were in the Vijayanagara army. They are one among the scattered groups after the fall of the Vijayanagara Empire. So later, after getting the official permission from Bijapur Adil Shahis, they started to rule from Vajnagari, Pitambari, Bahari Pidda Nayaka, who ruled from 1687 to 1726, made Surapura his capital after constructing it. So later, in accordance with the agreement between the British and the Hyderabad Nizam, Surapura came under the control of Hyderabad. So Raja Nalvadi Venkatappa Nayaka, the son of Raja Krishnappa Nayaka, came to power. Raja Nalvadi Venkatappa Nayaka's son Raja Krishnappa Nayaka came to the power. So this news of the first war of independence in India reached the Surapura. So the news of the first war of independence in India reached the Surapura. Nalvadi Venkatappa Nayaka had a plan to fight against the British by unifying the kings of South India. So he unified the kings of South India and he had a plan to fight against the British. So he enlisted Arabs and Rohillas in his army, and he also started to train the army. So on hearing these developments, the British officer Thornhill wrote a letter to Captain Campbell on 24 December 1857 and directed him to take immediate action against Raja Nalvadi Venkatappa Nayaka. ಸೊ ರಾಜ ನಾಲ್ವಡಿ ವೆಂಕಟಪ್ಪ ನಾಯಕ ಅವರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಮೊದಲಿಂದನೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ್ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ ವಿಷಯ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಾರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಷಯ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೀ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಫೈಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್. ಸೊ ಹೀ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಯೂನಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೌತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ and he enlisted the Arabs and Rohillas in his army and he started to train them. ಸೊ ಈ ವಿಷಯನ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಥಾರ್ನ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ಗೆ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರೆದು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರಾಜ ನಾಲ್ವಡಿ ವೆಂಕಟಪ್ಪ ನಾಯಕನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿಸಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಸುರಪುರ in 1858 and the battle ensued. So what happened? The British entered Surapura and the battle started. So on the plea made by the British officer Meadows Taylor, the Governor General of India, dropped the death sentence, condemned him for 4 years deportation. So while he was taken to a fort in Chengalpat near Madras, the British officer he shot the resting Venkatappa died. So later they spread the false news that he committed suicide. So later on British gifted Surapura to the Nizam of Hyderabad. ಸೊ ಏನಾಯಿತು ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾಲ್ವಡಿ ವೆಂಕಟಪ್ಪ ನಾಯಕ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವನ್ನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವನ್ನ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಶೂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡೈ. ಸೊ ಲೇಟರ್ ಆನ್ ಆ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಹೀ ಕಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಸೂಸೈಡ್, ವೆಂಕಟಪ್ಪ ನಾಯಕ ಕಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಸೂಸೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ನ್ಯೂಸು ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲೇಟರ್ ಆನ್ ಸುರಪುರನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸು, ದೇ ಗಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ದ ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈದ್ರಾಬಾದ್. ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈದ್ರಾಬಾದ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸುರಪುರನ ಗಿಫ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಸಕ್ಸೆಸರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸುರಪುರ ಪ್ರಾವಿನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ನಿಜಾಮ್. ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈದ್ರಾಬಾದ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಸಕ್ಸೆಸರ್ಸ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈದ್ರಾಬಾದ್ ಅವ್ರ ಅಂಡರಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಫೈನಲಿ ವೆನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾವಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈದ್ರಾಬಾದ್ ಮರ್ಜೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಆನ್ September 17, 1948, Surapura also merged with India. ಸೊ ಫೈನಲಿ September 17, 1948 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸುರಪುರ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಜೊತೆ ಮರ್ಜ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಸುರಪುರ ನಾಯಕಾಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ರೂಲ್ still finds resonance in the mind of the people due to their pro-people programs. They built tanks, temples, wells, forts and palaces. Many jahagirs, that is land gifts, were given. They had provided Inam land to certain the worship of their patron god, that is Venkataramana at Tirupati and Gopala Swami. So they had offered patronage to many artists, sculptors and musicians. Many literary works of good values were written during their reign. They were known for their religious tolerance, that is, they treated all the religion equal. The Surapura rulers always accorded prominent place to painting. So they were prominent place for the paintings. So the design and techniques of Surapura paintings are of high quality. So the Surapura paintings stand unique from Vijayanagara, Vijaypura and Mysore paintings. So these paintings can be seen in the Museum of London, Hyderabad Salajang Museum. So they gave much importance to the paintings. So coming to Nadaprabhu Yelahanka. Rana Baire Gowda is the founder of Yelahanka Nadaprabhu dynasty. After him, Jaya Gowda, Gidde Gowda and Kempananje Gowda and others ruled. So the most popular ruler of this dynasty is Hiriya Kempe Gowda. So therefore, the rulers of Yelahanka are known as the rulers from Kempe Gowda dynasty. So they were Nadaprabhus during the rule of Vijayanagara Empire. So they ruled Bengaluru, Ramanagara, Tumkuru and undivided Kolar district in their period. So since Yelahanka was the first capital, they called Yelahanka Nadaprabhus. Later, Bengaluru and Magdi were their capitals. So Rana Baire Gowda, so he was the founder of the Yelahanka Nadaprabhu dynasty. So after him, Jaya Gowda, Gidde Gowda, Kempananje Gowda and others ruled. So among them, the most popular ruler of this dynasty is Hiriyakempe Gowda. So therefore, the rulers of Yelahanka were known as the Kempe Gowda dynasty. So they ruled Bengaluru, Ramanagara, Tumkuru and undivided Kolar district. Since Yelahanka was their first capital, so that is why they were called as a Yelahanka Nada Prabhu. So later Bengaluru and Magadi became their capitals, Kempe Gowda II, who ruled from 1597 to 1649 CE. So he was the elder son of Hiriyakempe Gowda. So during his period, Army General Ranadullah Khan of Vijaypura Adil Shahi, he occupied Bengaluru in 1638. So hence Kempe Gowda II started to rule Magadi and Kunigal region and made Magadi as his capital. So usually the rulers of this family are called as Magadi Kempe Gowdas. So Kempe Gowda II had marked the borders of Bengaluru and he had built 4 watchtowers in the marketplaces. So during his time, Bengaluru grew as a major weaving center. He built fort at Magadi, Savanadurga, Huliyuru Durga, Huttari Durga and others. Like his father, he also constructed new villages, temples and tanks. And Kempe Gowda II handed over the political power of Magadi to his son Kempe Gowda III and the power of Kunigal province to his another son Hiriyakempe Gowda II. So Kempe Gowda III, who ruled from 1641 to 1674 CE, he constructed the Kempasagara tank in order to tackle drought. Hiriyakempe Gowda II, who ruled from 1641 to 1662 CE, was not only brave but was also a multi-language academician. So he earned the title Nava Kavita Gumba Pumbavani. So in recognition of his literary achievements. So his queens built agraharas, tanks and temples in Kunigal and Huliyuru Durga. So later the region ruled by the Yelahanka chieftains merged with the Mysore provinces. So this is about the Nada Prabhu Yelahankas. So hope you have understood the topic. So here I have given you a very simple question. That is, who is Rani Chennammaji? So observe the lesson, understand and do the home assignment. So I'll meet you in the next class with a new chapter. Till then, have a great time. Thank you.